welcome back to another video. This is your girl Jasmine Katrina, and today we are talking about goals. You guys voted on a poll about goals check-in, so this is a good Q2 check-in video. Let's talk about goals and if I'm reaching any of them together. First things first, I have my laptop here because I do have my goals listed, and I want to just walk you through where I am from Q1 to Q2, what's been working, what hasn't been working, and just some of the realizations that I have come to that I believe is going to help me propel myself forward. So let's get into it. Q1 was, I'm not going to say it was a disaster because I don't think it was a disaster, but I do think that I had such high hopes for Q1, and I had so many life transitions happening in Q1 that none of my goals felt like they really got accomplished. If you're new here, I lost my job in January. I moved out of my apartment in February, but I'll be moving in with my mom back home with her in just a month, maybe a month and a half. So lots of transition, lots of moving pieces, lots of things happening. So let me run you guys through my personal goals, and we will go from there. Okay, some of the big ticket items for 2026 for me is financial wellness, physical wellness, like health and wellness, and getting myself in a stability, getting myself stable. I think with so much life transitioning happening these last like 5 to 6 years, I have often said this, but I've lived in survival mode, and so I am trying to come out of survival mode into a place where I am stable in my money, my job, my career, my health, my finances, my wellness, my everything, and then let's thrive, right? So it's survival mode, stability, thriving. Like that's how I'm categorizing my life. Specifically for 2026, I really wanted to focus on financial goals. So that will look like consistently tithing. It would be saving $5,000. Originally it was going to be $10K, but when I lost my job, I was like, we got to pivot. So we have adjusted that to saving $5K for the year. Health and wellness, back to working out 4 to 5 times a week, cooking healthy meals at home at minimum 4 times a week. Personal growth is tracking my time and my energy. I'm really keen on where my time, my energy is spent, and what's draining me, what's fueling me, and how do I need to make necessary changes to keep that up. I'm looking for therapists. Get monetized on YouTube has been a big goal. I'll be approaching 6 years on YouTube in June, which is crazy to think about. And we're not there yet, and so I'm okay with like the slow and steady wins the race mentality, but I really would like to monetize my channel. I would really love to see this platform grow and scale to everything that I believe God has already designed it to be. And then sticking to a content posting schedule. So let's get into how did we do? Like I said, I have been in survival mode. I have been trying to keep my head above water. I have just been trying to figure it out. So nothing got accomplished in Q1, okay? And that's okay. It helped me see, well, I won't say that. I think some things got accomplished, but a lot of it was just starting to put routines in place. I think January and February, I had no routine, and then March, I really sat with myself and just tried to figure out, okay, with where I am in life, where do I want this to look? How do I want this to feel? What do I want to do? If I don't know what to do, that's okay, but we got to name that and then approach it differently. Now that it is May, by the time you see this video, it'll be May. I'm currently filming, it is April. But now that we're in the last weeks of April, heading into May, I feel I have a clear sense of what I am wanting, what I want my life to look and feel like, in the direction that I want to take my life in. And so I feel like I'm coming out of the fog of just the topsy-turvy start to this year. Some things that I've been doing for the financial goals. Again, I mentioned I want to tithe consistently, so I am automating my tithes. Any income that I get, I'm just going to automate that. That way I'm already giving and I can't stop myself from giving. saving 5K for the whole year. I have done the number, so I know how much I need to save monthly if I want to achieve that goal. I am on a limited income, so I just have to stretch this out a little bit differently, but I've signed up for accounts like Monarch, which is a dashboard where you have all your finances pulled in together. I've also created an account with SoFi for a high yield savings account, so that way the little money that I am getting, if I can save it, I want to save it in a high yield savings account. And I'll also link down below a lot of the recent financial videos I've been watching. I love consuming content around personal development and growth, so I have been consuming and absorbing all content around finances, investments, savings, budgeting, breaking the mindset of just poor money habits. So I will link everything down below. But that is a big thing that I am actively working on. So I have opened up a high yield savings account. I am organizing my debt, y'all. I calculated my debt. It makes me very sick to my stomach to think that I owe this large 6-figure amount of debt. Majority of it is student loans, but girl, oh, like it hurts my heart to even see that number. So we are creating a debt payoff plan. We are working through finally not hiding from bills and bill collectors, and like opening the mail and being like, okay, this is where you are, this is what you owe. Which is very, very hard. So if you are like me, I get it. I get it, okay? And yeah, we have limited our spending. So, you know, I'm not spending as much money on clothes and makeup and things like that. Larger part because I'm not gonna have space for it, but mainly too, like I need to cut where I can, and that's a big area of my life that I needed to slow down anyway. So that is in motion. For the health and wellness goals, we have been doing pretty good on this. I have been cooking about 4 to 5 times a week, maybe 3 to 4 times a week. So I've been looking at TikTok recipes, I've been looking at Pinterest, I've been looking at healthy high protein meals that I can still reach my goals. I've been looking at healthy fun dishes. Like I can eat, I'm a creature of habit, so I can eat the same thing over and over. And then I'm also working out about 3 to 4 times a week, maybe 3 to 5 times a week on a good week. I'm like in the gym again, and it feels so good. That was one of the very first things I did when I wanted to establish a new routine, because the mental clarity, the physical fit, the feeling I get just moving my body has been so good for my well-being and my mental health. I am looking for a therapist. I know I mentioned that before, and I tried to do it last year, but it just never panned out. But I am looking for therapists just to get and work through some stuff. You know, I really do believe work trauma is a real thing, and I have lots of work trauma. And wherever I decide my career is going to take me next, I want to make sure I'm in a healthy spot to receive all the things that I believe the Lord has for me, without self-sabotage, without tripping up over the same patterns and same habits. And so I'm really, really looking forward to doing that this year. Yeah, so let's talk personal growth. Talking through tracking my time and energy, I am really focused, like I said, on making sure that I am becoming keenly aware of the things that drain my energy and keenly aware of the things that fuel my energy. So that looks like, oh, you said yes to this one thing and you absolutely don't want to do the thing. Like that's gonna be an energy suck and a time suck. You love filming content. That is something that fuels you and it reaches my other goals, whatever it might be. But being aware of like, okay, when do I feel most optimal to film content? When do I feel most energized to film content? When I am doing things and grocery shopping, what do I not like to do? What do I not like to buy? Like being just so self-aware and so attuned to myself is really the goal. And I want to make sure that tracking my time, how I'm wasting time. Like, am I doom scrolling? Am I, you know, spending hours on ChatGPT, but am I actually implementing the things that I'm using chat for? Am I consuming all these podcasts, but am I taking the action steps to do the things that they're talking about? Just being aware of like how much I'm retaining, but also how much am I executing. Like the input output is really important, and I can't go where I want to go without changing me, honestly. So yeah. And then obviously with YouTube and my online community, really making sure I provide things that are of value to you guys. I'm really prayerful and mindful of what you all might be and what you all might want. And I think a lot of us are in very similar seasons. So I'm making sure that I'm curating content and focusing on content that's going to be beneficial. I want you to walk away with tangible, practical, actual steps. I want you to walk away feeling like, okay, I can do XYZ because Jasmine is able to do XYZ. And I want you to be able to feel good in your season of life. Like, life is so hard and life is so heavy for so many of us, and we need to find a place and a space to care for our souls and care for our well-being, and prioritize us. And I really, really, really am all about that. So yeah, creating a schedule around my content, that way you guys know that I'm being consistent, even given like the nature of like my life's transitions right now, and not getting lost in just the day-to-day without bringing you guys in on that. So yeah, big goals, big goals, big goals. One of my other goals this year, like I mentioned, was to just really to grow our my social channels, right? So I do have some starting stats from the top of the year where I was at with all of my social media platforms, and then I want to give an update here so I can like be honest. Just want to check in real time. So on Instagram, you guys know that I lost my first Instagram page. RIP to that beautiful page I worked so hard on. But I started a new page, and so I was at 114 at the top of the year. I'm currently at 137, so we've had some growth. On TikTok, I was at 1,103 followers. Oops, sorry. And I'm at 1,122 followers, so we've had some growth there. On YouTube, I was at 1,121 subscribers, and currently I am at 1,138. So we are growing here too. LTK is a platform that I am doing all my affiliate links through. I do that through ShopMy and LTK, so I'll add ShopMy. But for LTK, we have 167 followers at the start of this year. I don't think I posted anything in like the last, anyway, I'm getting distracted. I'm at 170 followers. Okay, I got 3. I'm not mad. Every person counts. Every person counts. So that's LTK. Now Pinterest, I had 116 followers on Pinterest with an average about maybe 4,100 monthly views. Right now I'm at 117 followers, and I'm averaging about 5,300 monthly views. That is impressive. So we gotta do a little more work on LTK and Pinterest. Let's see. Okay, and then Threads, because you know how to get a new Threads as well. Threads, I was at 14 followers. And yeah, I don't know what is going on here. I'm at 28 followers, so we've had some growth, but I will track that, and now that helps me with my social media goals as far as like how I want to curate content for each of these platforms. But I'm really excited that we've had an up and to the right trend, which is nice. Okay, so let's talk about what I'm doing moving forward to continue to achieve and reach these goals. So when it comes to financial goals, like I said, I'm doing the really hard thing of looking at all my debt. I've been going through my credit report. I have been going through, there's some AI software that helps boost your credit report and your credit score. I've been going through that. I will link again the videos I've been watching recently about that. It's a lot of Anthony O'Neill. He has an app that I'm going to probably sign up for. I mentioned Monarch, but I'm at a place now where the goal is to just simply like get hard numbers, like what do you owe, and creating a debt payoff plan that will allow me to just chip away at the debt. Student loans is going to be a thing. I know that's going to take a long time for me to do, but with where I am now, because I'm not working full time, what money can I throw at certain debts? What things can I pay off? What things can I just feel like less pressure around and start winning and feeling like I'm actually making progress in my debt free journey? So I am going through those hard numbers, which sucks, but I am going through those hard numbers. And then, like I mentioned, I am automating my savings and my tithing. So now I'm at a point where I'm not getting a lot of income coming in, but with the income that I do have, I'm gonna make sure I diligently set aside money for myself and money for tithes. And we're gonna just continue to do that, so that way I can have it out of sight, out of mind. For my health and wellness goals, things that I'm actively doing now is I've been telling myself, you'll never regret a day that you go to the gym. Like, you'll never regret. You'll never feel bad from working out. You will never hate how you feel leaving the gym. Like, you just won't. So to me, I tell I'm setting my clothes out the night before. I know the days that I do work out, I work out first thing in the morning. I'm in there for about a good hour and a half. I come back and then I let my day start. So I try to work out in the mornings as like the first thing to do. That way it won't even be a opportunity for me to back out. And we've been doing really good, and so I'm really proud of that. And then, like I said, with my personal goals around tracking my time, my energy, looking up therapists, I have a notebook. So this week coming up, I'm going to start doing this, where I just track what I've done for the day. There are certain days that I know I have to do certain things, or I want to do certain things, and so I'm organizing my days around my like need to do's, and really using like the top 3 method, but tracking how certain things take, right? So if I'm at the gym for about an hour and a half, well, when I come home, I have to shower, I have to get dressed for the day because I want to look put together. I might film content on certain days, I might edit on certain days. So how much time does that take, and how does my energy feel? Prime example, at the time of me filming this, I know my lady time is coming in the next like week or so. So I need to create a rhythm of low maintenance plans, low maintenance content, because I know I'm not going to want to feel like doing anything those first 2 days of my period. By day 3, I'm good. But because that's the reality, I need to work within the confines of my body. And that might mean I'm not going to the gym, but maybe I'll just do like a really long walk with Onyx. Maybe I might eat low effort meals. It might be a thing of spaghetti because I don't have energy to cook something fancy. It might be whatever it is, but fill in the blank. But knowing and being attuned to yourself and your body helps in just realizing what restraints you have, right? Like, if I'm going to be driving back and forth, like I know next week I'm going out of town, I'm doing certain things. So working backwards and working within the confines and the restraints are really helpful, so that you're not let down, you're not disappointed, you don't feel like you're not achieving or moving towards your goals. So yeah, that was a lot. I hope that this was helpful. This is just a really honest way to keep myself accountable to you all, but these are the goals that I'm working on. I still have my bingo card, which I didn't get a chance to talk about today, but I think for the month of May, we're going to really lock in on some of the bingo card things that I want to get accomplished, which also do in some ways ladder up to some of these goals. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Please let me know how your goals are coming along. If you have any goals for 2026, how are you doing? What's working? What's not working? Let's keep each other accountable. And if you like this type of video, let me know, and I will do a check-in with you guys in just a few months, and we can do this quarterly versus like twice a year. It keeps me accountable to you, and hopefully it serves inspiration to you as well. And again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until next time, friends, be well, do well, and be safe. I love you so much, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.